Situation is only escalating on multiple fronts with anger on the rise in Palestine's West Bank area. Here's an exclusive dispatch from India Today's Gaurav Sawant from Ground Zero.
India Today is reporting from Palestine, from the West Bank, and tension is rising at this point of time. You have protesters chanting Allahu Akbar on the streets of the Palestinian West Bank as Israeli forces bring their armored personal carriers on the road. Take a look around me. You have a number of protesters, including men, women and children all around me, and I want to walk around and show you what's happening on Ground Zero. Take a look. Several ambulances are now here in this area. Watch these images. Ambulances are taking those who've been injured in the action here as several tires are being burnt. An Israeli armored personal carrier came very close to this area and suddenly there were people started running helter-skelter. But people, the youth here are wearing masks, as are little children. For example, this little child behind me, he has a Palestinian flag. He's wearing a gas mask. He's wearing a protective mask as these youngsters move forward. And watch behind me. Watch behind me as these visuals with slingshots. Some of these youngsters are moving forward and targeting the Israeli forces. Youth wearing masks right here. They're protesting. There's a fuel tanker right behind me. That fuel tanker, they're banging on the fuel tanker as a mark of protest. Several of these youngsters are carrying Palestinian flags. This is Ramallah area, occupied West Bank, and apparently there are shots that have been fired. Some people have been injured. Yes, you can see in those images, some people have been injured. Those who've been injured are being brought to the side. Watch those images as emergency vehicles rush in and take the injured to safety. The situation here is extremely tense. Israeli forces, they've surrounded this place. More and more ambulances are called in as emergency workers rush into the crowd and rescue people. Right now, the West Bank, the situation remains extremely tense as injured are rushed to hospital. This is a Friday afternoon protest. After the Friday prayers, a large number of people have come out and assembled here to protest. But watch these images behind me. Not one, not two, but multiple ambulances are out immediately trying to rescue people and taking them to safety. Sometimes watch these images as even photographers come in the line of fire, but they continue to report from Ground Zero. On Ground Zero, the situation remains very precarious. India Today is the only channel to get you these latest images of protests that are taking place in the West Bank as protesters come together and they try and target the Israeli settlement here.